1997, Seattle. A man walks into a room full of Wall Street investors. He opens a presentation. "We're building the world's largest bookstore," he says. They believe him. They write checks for millions. He takes their money. But buried in the legal paperwork, he files with the SEC that same day in one sentence they never read. Amazon.com's objective is to be the leading online retailer of information-based products and services, with an initial focus on books. Initial focus? Not mission, not core business. Initial. 2025, that bookstore, $717 billion in annual revenue. But here's the part that should terrify you. The most profitable division isn't selling products. It's renting the infrastructure he built to run the bookstore. AWS, the cloud business no one saw coming, makes $45.6 billion in profit, more than all of Amazon's retail combined. So how does someone sell books and end up owning the backbone of the internet? And why did nobody see it coming? Because Jeff Bezos didn't build a bookstore. He built a system. But first, who is this guy? 1994, Jeff Bezos is 30 years old. He's vice president at D.E. Shaw, one of the most elite hedge funds on Wall Street, making serious money. Corner office, prestige, security. Then one day, he reads a statistic. Internet usage is growing at 2,300% per year. He does the math and realizes something. Waves this big don't come twice in a lifetime. Most people would play it safe. Bezos quits and walks away from everything. His boss thinks he's insane. You're leaving this? For what? Bezos uses what he calls the regret minimization framework. Simple question. When I'm 80, will I regret not doing this? Answer, yes. So he packs everything into a car, drives cross-country to Seattle with his wife, sets up in a garage. Everyone thinks he's building a bookstore, but Bezos sees something they don't. He sees a machine. The question everyone asks, why books? Here's the answer no one tells you. Books are a weapon, not the product, the weapon. Look at what Bezos files with the SEC in 1997. The internet enables virtually unlimited online shelf space. Translation? Physical bookstores limited to 200,000 titles. Amazon can list millions. But here's the actual genius. Books are standardized. Every copy of the same book is identical. They ship easily, don't spoil, highly searchable, and most importantly, they let Bezos build the real product, the measurement system. While competitors sell books, Amazon measures everything. What you click, what you abandon, how long you read descriptions, what triggers a purchase, every single page view, instrumented. The 1997 SEC filing says it explicitly. Amazon can redecorate the store for each and every customer. Read that again. Each and every customer. That's not retail. That's software. Books were never the point. The system was the point. And books were just the cheapest, fastest way to build it. 1998. Bezos' shareholder letter already mentions expanding to music and hints at other products over time. 2000, the annual report explicitly calls Amazon a platform, a bundle of brand, customers, technology, and fulfillment, built to launch new businesses at economical incremental cost. Books were the door, the platform was the house, and Bezos was already building the second floor. Here's where it gets ruthless. Most companies solve problems. Amazon turns problems into profit centers. Watch the pattern. Constraint 1. Selection limits. Amazon can't stock everything. Inventory costs capital. The move? Let your competitors sell on your platform. November 2000. Marketplace launches. Wall Street thinks Bezos has lost his mind. You're putting competitors on your own product pages? Bezos doesn't flinch. Q4 2001. Marketplace orders hit 15% of total US sales. The insight? Customers don't care who sells. They want selection plus trust. Amazon provides the platform, takes a cut of every transaction. Constraint eliminated, revenue engine created. 2025 result: third-party seller services generate $172.2 billion. Constraint 2: delivery speed kills margins. Shipping is expensive. Customers hate waiting. The move: make them pay for speed upfront. 2005 Prime launches, $79 per year for unlimited free 2-day shipping. Analysts call it financial suicide. You're losing money on every package, but Bezos sees the real game. Behavioral lock-in. Prime members don't comparison shop. They've already paid, so they default to Amazon every single time. 2025 result: subscription services, mostly Prime, generated $49.6 billion. Constraint eliminated, loyalty engine created. Constraint 3: servers crash during traffic spikes. Amazon's traffic is unpredictable. Black Friday, servers melt, so they overbuilt capacity to handle peaks. Problem: 11 months of the year, that capacity sits idle. Someone asks, what if we sold the excess capacity? March 2006, AWS S3 launches. Amazon rents its own infrastructure like a utility. Pay per use, no contracts. 2025 result: AWS generates $128.7 billion in revenue, $45.6 billion in operating income. Let me repeat that. The Bookstore makes more profit renting servers than it does selling everything else combined. Constraint eliminated, infrastructure empire created. Now here's the part that should keep CEOs awake at night. Amazon doesn't compete. Amazon creates systems where competition becomes irrelevant. The flywheel? More selection, more customers, more data, better recommendations, more sales, more sellers, more selection. Each loop strengthens the next. Amazon is literally selling infrastructure to itself. The 2025 breakdown: online stores, $269.3 billion. Third-party services, $172.2 billion. Advertising, $68.6 billion. Selling attention created by traffic. Subscriptions, $49.6 billion. Prime lock-in. AWS, $128.7 billion. Infrastructure as product. Look at the structure. Retail is just one revenue stream. The real business model? Take a cut. Rent infrastructure, sell attention, lock in frequency. Amazon isn't a store. It's a system that extracts value from every layer of commerce. And the most insane part, they told everyone from day one. Information-based products and services. The 2000 annual report literally says, platform. Nobody listened because everyone saw books and thought retailer, while Bezos quietly built the machine that would consume retail from the inside. But here's how he got away with it. When Amazon went public in 1997, Bezos did something critical. He retained majority voting control. The SEC filing confirms it. Even after the IPO, Bezos and his family control all major decisions. Translation: Wall Street can't force short-term thinking. He can burn billions for years building infrastructure, while shareholders scream about losses. And that's exactly what he does. The 2025 financial filing, $128.3 billion in capital expenditures, mostly on technology infrastructure, fulfillment capacity. Amazon doesn't compete on quarterly earnings. Amazon competes on systems, long-term systems that become impossible to replicate. So let's trace what actually happened. 1994, Bezos quit Wall Street to sell books online. 1997, files paperwork saying the objective is information-based products and services with an initial focus on books. 2000, Amazon calls itself a platform in its annual report. Most investors don't even read it. 2006, AWS launches. The Bookstore is now a cloud company. 2025, Amazon generates $717 billion. AWS alone, $45.6 billion in profit. Books? A rounding error. The Bookstore was never the business. Books were the training ground. The place where Bezos learned to measure everything, iterate instantly, build infrastructure at scale, turn constraints into products. Then he applied that system to everything. Every problem became a revenue engine. And here's the question that should terrify every business. What if the company you're competing with isn't actually the business you think they're in? What if every bookstore is secretly a constraint removal machine, waiting to consume your entire industry? What if Amazon didn't win by selling books better, but by realizing books were never the point? Bezos saw the internet not as a sales channel, but as a measurable, controllable, scalable system. He built the infrastructure first, sold products on top of it, then rented the infrastructure to everyone else, including his competitors. The man who sold books now owns 40% of US e-commerce, the cloud backbone running Netflix, Spotify, and half the internet, the logistics network that competitors pay to use. And it all started with one word, buried in legal paperwork: initial. Initial focus on books. Not permanent, not forever, just the beginning. The lie wasn't that Amazon sold books. The lie was that books were the goal. They were just the key to unlock everything else. Subscribe now. Next week, how Mr. Beast became the world's biggest YouTuber using systems, not luck.